Hi, this is Julie Hyatt with Three Sister Sundries, and I wanted to show you my December daily that I did this year. I know it's kind of late to be doing it, but I finished it a few days ago and was really happy with it, so I just wanted to share it with you. I used a Simple Stories binder, and I decorated by doing some string art, a star out of silver thread, and I just added the date on this little tag. And then I added a little dangle made of jingle bells and a little ornament and a little Christmas tree and some fibers. And it got kind of fat, so I decided to kind of compress it and add a little ribbon closure. So let's open that up and look inside. I covered the inside covers with some decorative paper, some cute Christmas paper, mainly to cover up the back of that star. The first page is just a filler, kind of an introduction page, and I've never done a December daily, and I'm not good at writing my thoughts, so I did this more like a scrapbook. So it's not traditional December daily, it's more of a scrapbook documenting our month. So the first page is a cute cut file by Paige Evans, and I just loved it. I did a lot of Paige Evans stuff in here because I just love her books. I backed it with some cute Christmas paper and added some glitter that looks like snow to kind of have a little shaker element. And on all my plastic sleeves, I added some washi on the spine to kind of cover up that and add a little bit more color. First page is the Christmas countdown, and I just stitched my letters on. Again, added the washi and a little tab up at the top, and then a cute shaker. I love shakers, so anytime I get a chance to do a shaker, I do. So anyway, this is just a little shaker sticker. I don't remember where I got that either, and that is just our advent calendar that I made over the past year that we decided to use. So this is my daughter opening the first drawer, and this is our other advent calendar that we use, the little Christmas tree. So I just documented about the advent calendars there, and also putting up the tree and decorating the house. So this page we're decking the halls, and I cut out this little cut file of this little truck carrying a Christmas tree. I think it's from Miss Kate Cuttables, and it was so tiny it had little bits of snow on the tree, and I said I am not going to cut those out and glue those on, so I just did some snow with a white pen and stuck it on there, even though we have a fake Christmas tree. And here's just decorations of the house, and I just added this little tab on there. And then the picture of the tree I blew up to a 6x8, and it's not great quality because I forgot to put in photo paper when I printed it, so it's just on regular copy paper. And then added another tab here that is falling off, so I need to reglue that, and some letter stickers. Another cut file of Miss Kate's Cuttables. I just blew it up and put it on some little polka dot Christmas paper and put it on the back there. Day 2, I wanted to do a smaller page, just added a little rick-rack for some texture and cute doodlebug fuzzy flocked numbers there. And this is just documenting the beginning of my December daily, where I was trying to do some of the base pages there. And then I printed out my journaling and added it to the back of that page. For this day. Oh, that's the same day, day 2. This is continuation of day 2. Picture of the dog having a bath, husband getting a haircut, and shopping. And so I just added some little dog embellishments there. The next day was the first snow, so I took some screenshots of the temperature from one day to the next and stapled on this little glittery snowflake. On day 3, my husband put up the lights, and don't often get lights, so it was pretty exciting for me. So I cut out this number 3 on my silhouette and journaled. I stitched around with some silver thread on my sewing machine, and just journaled on the front of that. And on the lights page, I have had these little light, I guess they're beads or charms or something, that I've had them forever and have never taken the opportunity to use them, so I did here. I just added a little tab with one of my roller stamps in it. That day we also decorated the gingerbread village that I got. So there's pictures of that. And this was another idea of Paige Evans. This is not one of her cut files, but this is one I had on my silhouette. I just cut it out and added pictures of our favorite Christmas movies. We didn't get to watch all of them, but most of them we did. But anyway, those are just our favorite holiday movies. This is another filler page. It's acetate with stitching in silver thread and a die-cut glittery snowflake. That's another Paige Evans idea. And day 4, I love this paper. I've had it for a long time. I don't remember where I got it or what collection it is, but I've just loved it. And I just added this cute white ball fringe. And then on the back is the pictures of our favorite Christmas stories. And then this is our Christmas card from this year, and I just added a little ribbon tab up at the top. And on the back is day 5. We went to a restaurant for Shop with a Cop it was actually Tip a Cop to help fund Shop with a Cop for underprivileged children. Day 6, I just cut all the pictures in 2-inch squares and did some cards, title cards in the same 6-inch or 2-inch squares, number 6, and some little embellishments on that. And then that same night, well, this was the Lego mini build that we did before going to see Christmas lights downtown. So the other, on the back of the page are all the Christmas lights that we saw at the Salt Lake Temple and Temple Square. So there we are there. There's a Christmas selfie. And day 7 is our Christmas lists, just tucked in this little paper bag that I punched holes in. We wrote our lists and just tucked them inside the bag, and I put a different ribbon tab on each one. Day 8 was my niece's birthday party, and they had a dress, it was a dress-up party, and they had this bowl of mustaches, and so my daughter put mustaches on all of us, and so my tab is the mustache I was wearing. And then for this page, I cut down my pictures, or I printed them pretty small, and I fused them inside a pocket that was originally sized for 2 4x6s, and then the extra space I used for shaker elements. And there's a number 8 in there. It's kind of sideways, and I never did get it to go upright. But anyway, that's our number. And then for this one, I fused around the pictures in the center and then added shakers, so it's like a frame around the pictures. And then that same night was my husband's work party, so this is us at the bowling alley, and my daughter had stayed overnight with my sister-in-law and went to breakfast the next day. Day 9 is seeing Santa at our church party, and I die cut this layered little reindeer. That's also a Miss Kate's Cuttables, and it probably has, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 layers. It was really hard and really tiny, but anyway, it turned out really cute, so I added that because it's Rudolph and Santa, you know. And then just put a little tab out of some cute doodlebug paper. And on the back, that same day, in the morning, my sister and I had done nails, so that's us doing nails. And my daughter showed up as a surprise for my husband's birthday the next day, so there we are, eating dinner. And day 10 is my husband's birthday, and my daughter gave him this big shooting target that they had just been looking at that morning. at the store, kind of funny. And anyway, so they went shooting and took lots of pictures, and so since there were so many pictures, I decided to do this little waterfall of all the pictures of them shooting. And then just small pictures of dinner and apple pie instead of cake. And then just a big family selfie on the back of for his birthday, and just add a little bit of rickrack. Day 11 was a trip to the orthodontist. Day 12 was just a frosty day with the fog had crystallized on all the trees, and this is a beautiful street, kind of a tree tunnel near our home. So I took a picture of that and just journaled on a little tag and stapled some twine to it. And the next day we saw some blue sky. So that was day 13, just documented. And this is a little tree from the Target dollar spot. Day 14 was the Star Wars had come out well, officially was going to come out the next day, but we found a time when we could go the night before, so we saw the first showing of it in our town. So this is just documenting that. I put the movie tickets on with a little paper clip with some baker's twine. The next day, day 15, was shopping. So I put glitter letters, shop till you drop, and a doily from the Dollar Tree, and a little sticker with a pom-pom on it from the Target dollar spot. This is another Paige Evans cut file, and I had seen her stitch this, and so I decided to try it. Instead of cutting it, I put a pen in and it drew the squares on. Then I taped that to a plain piece of paper and just poked holes at every corner and spent a couple of days stitching that. So I really love the way it turned out. And then to hide the back, I stitched another piece of paper on with some silver thread. And that becomes the base for the next day, which is day 16 with my little label maker. It's hard to see. Just our family party, family selfie at my parents'. The next day, it started snowing the night we were at the party, and so the next day was some snow and the sun was shining, and so my daughter went out and played in the snow. So I found this cute snowflake paper that I thought was very perfect, and found some cute matching ball trim, some cute doodlebug letters, and there's actually some little clear snowflakes. I don't know if you can see them, but little clear snowflakes that I attached with these little fuzzy doodlebug brads, and added this snowman that I've had forever, but it's kind of like foiled dots or something all over, making the design. Anyway, he's very cute. So the next day, just addressing Christmas cards, and we made these giant paper sack snowflakes. If you want to learn how to make them, probably could look it up on YouTube, but they're really easy, just made out of paper lunch sacks. So I hung those in the entryway. My daughter and I had made them. And then I found a journaling card that kind of cut apart, so I just cut that part off and journaled on the back and attached with washi tape. The next day was my daughter's Christmas concert at the elementary school, and so I videotaped it and put the QR code on the back of this cute little shaker tag that we got on a gift years ago for my sister-in-law. And just the title is just done on my label maker, and the number is also. And this is a border paper that I just cut the corner out of to use as the base page. And the next day was a church activity with the girls, and so we just played games. So that's just pictures of them doing their relay games. And it started snowing that day, so I just put a picture of the snow, which actually turned out kind of purple because I think I'm running out of ink on my printer, and just added a little chipboard snow. I don't remember what that's from. what package. Anyway, day 21, I painted my daughter's nails for her and put little snowflakes on them. Day 23 is the day that I, of course, was doing my sewing, because it's, you know, almost Christmas. So that's just a picture of me sewing my husband's pajama pants. Thank goodness it was the only project I needed to sew. And on the back is just a filler, and I just loved this reindeer. I think this is a Jolie's sticker. And I just love the reindeer. Look at these beautiful antlers and all like cute bling. So I had to find a place for him. And then I just stamped Merry Christmas up here. And day 23 is actually a little scrapbook layout page that I did at the Denver Stamp and Scrapbook Expo at the Make and Take Extravaganza. And it's this tiny little 4x4, and I didn't think I would ever be able to use it in anything. So I was glad that it fit in with this book. So it's making cookies for Santa. And here's a picture of the cookies, and I just shrunk down the recipe and put that in. And you can almost read it. The next day is Christmas Eve, of course, and it was on a Sunday, so I am in the church choir, and so this is just the program from our meeting, and that I just punched holes and added that, and just put a cut file from Miss Kate's Cuttables on the back. Then we, so this is us at church, and just, we went to my sister-in-law's for dinner, and so this is a picture of us at dinner. There's another selfie. And it had started to snow, so I took a picture of the traffic, and the traffic was terrific. And so we are at a dead standstill on the way home in the snow. And then on the other side, we did some Christmas crackers, and so these are all the little jokes from the Christmas crackers and the crown that I added with a paper clip, and then I just put this little Christmas stocking charm on the clip. So more pictures of Christmas Eve, Christmas jammies, cookies for Santa, and then Christmas Day I just printed out, well this one too, this day too, I printed out at Walmart, just did the collage photos and just did a couple of 4x6s and a couple of the 5x7s just as a collage, so it was easy to just slap that one on that page and call it done. Just added the number and some chipboard and another little tab that says Christmas Day. On the other side, this actually is not Christmas Day, it was the 30th, but this is when we went up to see my older daughters, and so I just did another collage photo and did some journaling on a little vellum tag with some baker's twine. And that is that. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And I enjoyed doing this book, and I will probably do another one next year. Thanks.